Welcome back. I'm Nicolbw, and this is EMC Sky Maker. And as you can see, I have prepared to make a tier 8 draconic energy core. Yeah. So, yeah. So a tier 8 has all of these things. You can pause and see how much you're going to need of each thing. Since those things have EMC, then we're all good. So I believe all we really need to do now is our energy core. I have already clicked tier up until we get to tier 8. So we're going to activate the build guide. And we'll be able to see as we fly out, it'll show you where it's going to be. So that's what it's going to look like when it's done. As we get closer, we can see just how or what needs to be on the level. So the inside is all these draconium blocks. The outside is the awakened draconium. That's really where I kind of need, once we get to the outside, I think, yeah. Let's see. It's like a cube, and then there's four, and then there should be, yep, one of those. And it will light up like that if it's correct. So let's go ahead, and it's kind of annoying a little bit, but it's okay. So, and then this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one of those. So let's go ahead. I don't have like a great way of doing this, but I feel like I've never started at the bottom before like this. But I think it might actually be a good idea. Do that, and then we can then add a layer of this. And then it looks like conium blocks even on the corners. So we just go along. But sometimes they're not on the corners and sometimes they are. You have to be careful about that. And then it looks like, see, it's not on the corner there. So I'm just going to build this, and I will be right back when it's finished. There we go. We have it finished. All we have to do, I believe, is right click and activate. And there we go. We have our draconic energy storage ball. So if we look on here, it just says 0 RF. Yeah, but the capacity is almost infinite. It's like we're never going to fill it. So the reason why I wanted to make this, oh, and I already have energy pylons. You need 2 of them. One of them, if you can see the black arrows, this one is outgoing energy. This one is ingoing energy. So that's input, output. And if you have it on the same level as your the middle block there, you can either put the glass to make the little ball up above or below. If you have this below, you have to put the glass above. If you have this block above, you have to put the glass below. So I just put it on level. I wasn't really sure how I wanted it to look, but I think that's good enough. So there's a reason why I wanted to do that. So we are going to need to get flux. So I went ahead and got enough flux for, I got quite a few stacks. I got about 5 stacks. So like it says here, you compress redstone with bedrock and obsidian. I just took stacks of redstone. I put it in here underneath the obsidian. You left click the obsidian and that should turn it into the redstone into flux. So I went ahead and put redstone blocks on either side as kind of a wall so it didn't go flying. But we are going to need the flux. So we have to make a flux core. Hopefully, I believe, yeah, that's quest. But we are going to need plugs and a point. And we're going to need at least 2 plugs, and then we'll just need multiple points. I believe these are all the things that we're going to need to make for the quest book. And I assume it's over here. Yeah. So according to this, we're going to need to make a block, controller. This is pretty much everything in the mod. The mod is pretty small, but so a plug is going to need a block with 4 cores. So we need at least 2 of those, and then the block is going to take 4 cores in and of itself. So there is that. We're going to need 2 blocks then. There's 1 and 2. So our flux block, so our flux plug there, and I believe none of this has EMC, which is kind of upsetting. So we also are going to need, excuse me, some flux points. So we're going to need some more of these. I'm going to make 4 points. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. We'll finish off making the other flux stuff later. I don't think we really need this stuff too much. What is this? Obsidian and flux. We'll make this because it's really easy to make as well. So with this configurator, we can right click. Because this is the first time we're using it, we're not going to need to create a new network. I'm going to name this Emerald, because we're going to create, let's make it public. It's just me playing, so it's fine. So emeralds, and that is fine. Okay, so now this is set. As you've seen, it's changed green, and then you can see the network name there. So we are going to put one of these. Flux plug is going to be the out. Yeah. And then we can just right click it with that. And then the flux point is in. You're pointing the energy where it wants to go. So we're going to put energy into it, and then the plug will pull energy out. So with having said that, we need to make our actual, we don't need this anymore, our actual system. So we're going to make these dynamos, which should be super easy to make. And I'm just going to grab a stack because it's easiest. For that, we also need to make these augments, which hopefully I have everything. I don't. What do we... Nicolbw gear. Okay. So we're going to need that so we can change over to using gemstones. And then we are going to make one of these. And we also need the conversion kits. I'm just going to go up to that because we only need 2. And then we're going to need some conduits. So we're going to need energy conduits and item conduits. Put the away. Okay. So we are going to, use our setup here. Now that we have these bonsais going back here, and we're making more EMC, I want to change these over from putting them into our EMC system to now using them for energy. So these are already set up to go into here. What I want to do is change this. For right now, we'll just change it to extract. Let's grab some emeralds. We can always do that. Okay. And then we want to set these up. I probably am going to need a crescent wrench. And let's see. I don't know what the best way about this is. Let's just seven, 8. Don't think we'll have I don't think we have enough room to make it an 8x8. But we might as well. I'm gonna have to wrench all of these. That makes me sad. Okay. That's fine. I can't shift and like fly. It does that. Okay. Okay. Then we'll just have one left. Oh, I'm gonna have to get all of these wing. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. Okay, so we have that. We need the energy cable to be in front. Then we are going to have plug, sure, why not? And then we're going to select emerald, and then we're going to disable the limit on this, even though I know the cables have a limit, but we're going to go ahead and disable the limit anyway. Okay, and then as we come around the back here, what we're going to need to do is we are going to need to add these conversion kits and then the augments. So let's, okay, so once we have that done, we can, okay, we'll need to put the augments in there like that for each one. Okay, so I have the augments in there. I did a little calculating with these augments and the upgrade that I did to reinforce. The max output is 480. These cables can only do so many at a time before it's just throttled. So I figure if I do 4 columns, that will have each of these running at max output. So these over here, there's 5. So it looks like these aren't having too terrible. So I might be able to do 5 columns instead of 4 per plug. But I think if I add more, I'll add 3 more columns. So we'll have another section here. But it looks like our chickens have no problems keeping up. That's not even an issue. We have way too many chickens. So I feel like we could probably set this back to insert with a really low priority. So that way we're getting some more EMC, but it's going to fill these up first, and it doesn't look like it uses the emeralds too terribly fast, so we should be good on that. So there's that, and let's take a look upstairs. How much? Oh, I did have to make sure you disable the limit on the plugs downstairs with the energies or the dynamos and this point. Disable the limit, or else there is going to be it's going to be throttled. So it looks like we have about 37 37,000 RF a tick. So far so good. Yay! I don't want to have too many of these plugs and points everywhere, but we have now a huge increase in our energy production. So I could essentially just get rid of this setup, but it's working for what we need it for. So when we go to set up like the draconic infusion and start doing that for the armor, we will definitely have a way for us to get energy for that. So that, I think, might be in our next episode. But for now, we got our power and our energy. And now we're just waiting for more EMC so we can make the next bonsai pot, our flower pot. And yeah, we'll start doing some draconic stuff next time. Try to get as much of that done. I would like to at least get up to where we can get the armor going. And but I feel like that kind of requires a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.